gameplay loop of Fortnite is just generally a lot different now, and that makes the game feel completely different. Chapter 1, the gameplay loop was drop, loot, and survive your POI, follow the storm circle and keep fighting, and then have an intense fight in the final circle. Now the gameplay loop is weird and undefined, I'd say. The initial drop is mostly the same with a little bit more luck to it, where it's a coin flip whether you have to fight for that initial POI or it's just going to be filled with bots. The mid-game of Fortnite is really what has hurt the most at this point. It's basically just devolved into side quests. Whether it be the storm NPCs, the shops and NPCs in those, or other objectives on the map, this is basically the only way to keep yourself occupied in this section, especially when there's so much better reward-wise than just looting and hunting players. I actually like some of these things, but they get much less interesting with how they play out in reality. I imagine that they want these side objectives to be little spots of fighting on the map before the main final circle. In reality, usually only 1 or 2 of these are that, and then the others are kind of just left with no contest other than just bots. This also hurt the late game too, because it just concentrates the fighting too much, where once we get to the final circle, there's almost no one left. And while I get that's the point, there's been so many times in modern Fortnite where there'll be like 10 people left, and the circle is like still a quarter of the map. The final circle in general means a lot less than it used to. It's rare to have one like it was back in the day. Most of the time it's spent looking for a random bot in a circle that's way too big. And for better or worse, the final circle has honestly been replaced by the loot island, and since that's where the majority of the final real players go. However, even this is antithetical, as the island is for good loot you often don't get much of an opportunity to use by the time you even get it.